From the inner sense of time comes the ancient poet's rhyme, bringing us the master key to open up the mystery. From the depth of time and space, we arrive in quiet grace, finding what is meant to be as we explore the mystery, pouring forth from days gone by. We can hear the poet sigh from the depth of ecstasy, moving into mystery. Hello and welcome again to Creative Connections. And today my guest is AJ Keirnan and David Herrera, also known as Water Bear.
Thanks for having us.
Well, thanks for being on. Now, you two are siblings.
Yes, all our lives, in fact.
Okay. Yeah. When did you start performing together?
Wow, like when we could walk,
yeah,
I think.
Really.
Yeah, like as soon as
Possibly sooner.
from osmosis through the womb.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really, I think, the minute that we knew we could create sound, we started harmonizing, and just we would sing things in the car together and write stories together. Every game was like an epic novel brought to life. There was a lot of creativity going on from a very young age. So we've kind of come full circle with what we're doing now.
Okay. And you are both songwriters.
Yes.
Both guitarists. Mm-hmm. Multi-instrumentalists, really.
Oh yeah, especially.
Yeah. What all do you play?
Oh my goodness. Well, the first instrument I learned to play was slide trombone back in 5th grade for band. Mm-hmm. Support your local school bands, folks. And I had a great band instructor, Elizabeth Lemieux, and she saw that I was very eager to try other things, so she allowed me to pick up other instruments as I went on. So subsequently I learned trumpet and baritone and sousaphone, which is the wearable tuba. And then in high school I started getting interested in things like drums and keys and guitar and bass. Bass was my first stringed instrument. I play several instruments and I dabble in others, and I like to pretend that I can play even more. So.
Don't we all?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I play lots of them, but my main instruments are guitar, ukulele, bass, and drums. Those are the main ones that I play.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And AJ, you play guitar?
Mm-hmm. I pretend to play keys. I write a lot of different parts. I write more on bass than I play, but I do enjoy playing bass. Every once in a blue moon, you'll see me pick it up. So usually either means I'm extremely tired, I've been talked into it, or I might have had a couple of drinks before a performance. But it is a lot of fun, especially when I get to use the U-bass, or when you bring one of your like little tiny basses. They're just so much fun.
Yeah. One of the first times I saw you guys perform together, Dave, you were playing the little double neck ukulele U-bass.
Yes, yes, I love that thing. It's very convenient having the U-bass, which a U-bass is a ukulele bass, and it sounds and plays just like a full-size bass guitar, except it's the size of a baritone ukulele, which is one of the larger ukulele sizes, and it's very useful. But mine happens to be a double neck, so it has the U-bass on top, and it's got a tenor-sized ukulele on the bottom of it, so I'm able to switch back and forth from playing bass into lead lines or ukulele lines to complement whatever AJ is playing. So, yeah, I love that thing. It's great.
Okay. So, you both write songs, and why don't you play a song for us?
Okay,
All right.
We can do that.
Definitely.
That's why I love having musicians on.
Okay.
Cool. I'm just going to slide this chair over here. You want to try Magician of the Moon first?
Sounds
Let's
good.
do that. That's a fun one. I actually wrote this song for another singer who didn't end up covering it. I write a lot of music and I try to see what sticks, and I just fell in love with the song, so now we play it all the time.
All right.
But it's based off of the tarot deck too, which is fun. I see people sometimes, I'm like, ooh, you're like this card, you're like this card. So the characters are the Magician and the Moon.
Okay.
Come on, baby, won't you talk to me? There's a little bit of something, I can't let it be. I can feel the volume, I can hear that sound. But I kinda like the look of having you around. Come on, darling, won't you take my hand? There's a magic here I won't understand. I tell you when I've had enough, you keep filling that loving cup. Oh, whoa, oh, yeah. Whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, yeah. Whoa, oh, bring it down and just bring it close. You're my magician, my lover, my ghost. So come on, baby, won't you talk to me? Give me that sugar and set me free. Come on, darling, won't you take my hand? There's a magic here I won't understand. I'll tell you when I've had enough. You keep filling that loving cup. Oh, whoa, oh, yeah. Whoa, oh, the moon and the magician won't set me free. Whoa, oh, so come on, pretty baby, won't you talk to me? Oh, oh, the moon and the magician won't set me free. Oh, oh, so come on, pretty baby, won't you talk to me? Oh, oh.
All right.
That's a fun one.
That is a really fun song. It's got that kind of Bo Diddley
Very cool.
kind
yeah.
of nice rhythm. It's definitely something that gets people up and moving.
Yeah.
While you guys are up and moving, why
Yeah.
don't you do another song for us?
All right. Why don't we do Slip Away? I like that one.
Oh, okay, sure.
I want to hear your dainty voice.
Okay. You say I've grown up, but still too young. What's going on? You say I haven't had problems yet. What's going on? Oh, oh, slip away. Just slip away. The world has problems every day. What's going on? It's not as easy as when you were my age. What's going on? Oh, no, no. away. You say I've grown up, but still too young. What's going on? You say I haven't had problems yet. What's going on? Oh, no, no. Oh, oh, You say I've grown up. You say I've grown up. I haven't grown up. I'll never grow up.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thanks.
I love that song.
I wrote that when I was 16.
All right.
Angsty teen time.
You know, it's funny, you know, how we think that you need a certain maturity and age and experience to write something beautiful, and that proves that you know, the creative spark is there at really at any age.
I agree
Yes,
wholeheartedly.
definitely.
That's
Yeah.
probably why music education is so important. It saved him, it saved me. You know,
Yes. It really did.
it really is. I think it can be the start for so many people who just need that little push.
Yeah, yeah. So, when did Water Bear come into existence?
I went through a period of ill health for a while. My thyroid, I have what's called Graves' disease, which is where your thyroid basically just hates you and it overproduces the metabolistic hormone, and it can cause all kinds of things. So long story short, it messed with me greatly, and I almost saw the white light twice. And after a couple of bouts, I was faced with a thyroidectomy, which is where they completely removed the thyroid, and it had grown into my vocal cords. And when I was speaking with the doctors in the hospital about it, they said that, you know, there's a chance that I won't sing again because of how much it was protruding. And so I was faced with that, which was not good, because music was my life and my voice was part of who I am. So I started writing songs about, all right, well, if this is going to be the last album I ever make, what do I want to say? And so then I started working with friends of mine out of Ware, Jared Adams and Jess Adams, and he kind of loaned his studio, and we just started recording song after song. Jess laid down these absolutely beautiful background vocals. She's a fantastic singer. And I started writing these songs, and then, you know, I started going, you know, I'm going to be going to all these places now. I'm going to be doing all these things. I'd really like you to be with me. Meanwhile, he's also texting me at the hospital just to see how I am and handling everything and checking on family. And do you need food? Are you all right? Do you just want to talk? Through all the chaos of us, you know, making it work, I finally got the thyroidectomy. And when they went in to get it, it had shrunk because I changed my diet. I'm a vegan now. I eat very cleanly. I try to take better care of myself. And it had actually shrunk down in size. It was very swollen and wasn't in the vocal cords anymore. They got it all done in 3 hours. I came out of it okay. And I think I was singing which I wasn't supposed to be. About a week and a half later, I'm like, I gotta take it easy, and I'm on the gig like, well, you know, like, because I was just so thrilled to be able to do it. And you know, we've been making songs ever since and jamming, and it's been wonderful to hear him start writing again, which I hadn't heard him doing the singer-songwriter thing for a really long time, and it touches a place in me that it's bigger than just him being my family or him being my friend. It's remembering that creative spark from our youth and seeing it come back out, and
That's
seeing
great.
other people get touched by it too is really exciting.
Yeah.
So now we went to NOLA together, we played the House of Blues, we've kind of played all over. Our albums have been #1 in places I wasn't even expecting, and we're just going to keep writing and see where it leads us.
Great, great. Now, you are not only a musician, but you brought a friend with you.
I did indeed. Why don't I?
Yes.
I will grab my friend. Here, I'm just going to use this stand briefly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, why don't you introduce us?
Alrighty. Okay.
Would you like to switch places?
No, I should be all set. We got good.
Let Percy make his debut.
Hi, hello. Which camera am I supposed to look at?
You can look at that camera right there.
Okay, I'll look at that camera right over there. So, hi, my name's Percival. I'm a dragon. Yep. Yeah, I'm part of an online show. It's called Fun Time with Mr. Dave. Yeah, and it's kind of on hiatus right now, but it's coming back pretty soon. And it's me and a whole bunch of my friends, and we sing songs and we tell stories, and we have a lot of fun learning about ourselves and how to deal with friends, and a lot of social interaction stuff. You see, I actually I'm on the spectrum. I have autism, and I'm what some people refer to as high functioning. Well, I don't quite like that terminology, but I suppose it's fairly accurate. One thing that I've learned from Mr. Dave and his friends in the town of Magical Forest is that I don't have to be quiet, and I've learned what some people call coping mechanisms, how to deal with people, so you and I can have a conversation and talk, and I don't have to feel super uncomfortable, and I know how to deal with it. When I first moved to the town, I was very quiet. I was very shy. I was very kept to myself because I didn't know how to deal with people. I'm still learning, and I'm still working on it, but yeah, it's been great, and my friends have helped me. Mr. Dave here, and my friends El Dude, and all the others there. And I tend to ramble.
Well, that's okay. Percy, I'm glad that you came in to talk to us.
Oh, thank you.
And if people want to see you and your friends, how do they find you?
Oh, well, it's pretty easy. If you go onto YouTube and just search, you can search Fun Time with Mr. Dave, or you could go to youtube.com/ Mr. Dave Fun Time. Yes, Mr. Dave Fun Time. Yes.
Okay, great.
That's our YouTube channel. It's all there. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Dave the Entertainer. That's him. That's over there. That guy. And yeah, there's a lot of other fun stuff on there too. Some music and stuff that you can find from Water Bear, and other stuff. Some stuff that Mr. Dave has done on his own, and just all sorts of neato stuff. Most of which is family friendly.
All right, great.
Okay, I guess I'll go back. I'll go over. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. So, where will you guys be found performing in the near future?
Well, we do our open mic, which you've been to a few times, which has been a lot of fun. And if you guys haven't seen that on YouTube, you should check out our jam video because that was great. We do every Friday night at Lost Towns Brewing. It's right off Route 32 in Hardwick. It's this really cool little family-friendly brewery. You can bring your dogs, you can bring your kids, and you can order food now too and hang out. They have game night, they have record night, but our favorite night of the week is Friday nights because from 6 to 8 we host open mic, and we open every show as well. A lot of times, as you know, Dave will get up and jam, and we have a whole family band kind of thing happening at the end of the night. It's very open door. It's all about community. We just love that room.
It's, what I like is that you guys create such an open, accepting place. The hosts of an open mic really set the mood for what it's like. And it is one of the most supportive open mics I've ever been to.
Well, that's very kind. Thank you.
So, and I think that says a lot for what you guys bring to it. So you also have some other projects going on?
Yeah, well, I know you just opened your new studio. You're going to open it soon.
I'm about to open up the Shelburne office of Bowtie Studios, which is the studio that I do shows like Fun Time with Mr. Dave. I also have done work with musicians and other bands, things like demo videos, and we're going to do some audio recording there as well. It's also where I hold some of my music lessons. You had mentioned how supportive that AJ and I are. We're both teachers as well in the music private sector, and so a big part of who we are is bolstering other people and making sure that they get the best experience they can, because that's a learning experience for them. That's how we grew as musicians. Coming up was from positive and negative feedback from audiences and friends and family, and we feel it's imperative that we do our best to support anybody, people who are just starting out and people who have been doing it for most of their lives. Everybody needs that support and that feedback. And it seems alien to me to not do it. So I'm just really glad we found a great place that we can do that. Again, like I give lessons. I also give lessons at Hole in the Wall Studios.
Yep, that's right in West Warren, and yeah, he teaches in my upstairs.
All right.
Yeah, it's a studio right out of the home, and we teach kids and adults guitar, drums, ukulele, bass, voice, and Dave has generously offered to even do some AV lessons, and he'll be able to do that at Hole in the Wall or at the new office of Bowtie Studios.
Great, great. It's wonderful to see how you guys become a part of your community. Another thing that you do is a series of concerts.
Yes, Chapel Apple House, and actually Dave's now part of that too. Because he's just, we're going to give him a cot and he can just kind of half live at the house. But yeah, he's running sound and he does live videos. We actually, at the end of last season, we had some phenomenal artists come from all over. I had people coming for the jam all the way from New York that I had never met before, and he got some great videos which you can see online. And then we just had Rupert Waits at the house a couple weeks ago. We were lucky enough to open for him as well, and it was a packed house. He was able to sell a lot of merchandise, and just a wonderful, touching singer-songwriter out of New York City who's touring the area. And then we have Three at Home and George Woods, both doing pop, kind of like indie songwriter stuff out of Boston, coming on May 28th.
Great.
That's also at Hole in the Wall Studios. It's right upstairs.
Right in West Warren.
Yeah, really easy to get to.
So for all of our listeners here in Ware, very close to home.
Absolutely.
Can you do another song for us?
Most certainly.
We can surely do that.
Yeah, always tough asking a musician to play a song, right?
Oh, if we have to.
I don't want to. Yes, of course I'll play.
Oh,
Your
you
playing
just
table's
left.
gonna hurt my guitar.
I was taking bets on how long it would take, because now that you've joined the band, it's not just me beating up on instruments anymore.
Oh, I was
share-
beating up on
we
instruments
share in the
way before we
experience.
made this band.
Can you do Baby That's Just Fine on the guitar? You can just,
I'm sure I can.
okay. Do you have a capo with you, or do you
I-
need it?
I don't actually have cable.
Well, I think I might have a spare.
Oh,
If
look
you
at that.
got a spare on you, I know it. I think I left it in the car.
Musicians to musicians, all
Yeah.
helping each other. Look at that.
Oh,
thank you,
fantastic.
Gary. And see, now I wish you did have your guitar with you.
Yeah.
All right. So this was one of the first ones when I was like haranguing him into being in the band and not just filming and helping. I kept going, come on video, come on video. We were doing live streams, and I kept getting him on camera, and then he'd go, all right, I'm going back behind the camera, till he finally agreed to be in the band. And this is one of those songs we wrote in studio together, called Baby That's Just Fine. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go. Things are so much better when you smile. Na 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 na, it should have been easy from the start. But if you don't believe me, that they'll break your heart, then hop into your car and hit the road. Na na na, don't listen to the voice that says too old. Na na na, 'cause old is just another state of mind. And if you don't believe me, baby, that's just fine. Ooh, 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 ooh. Na 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 na, ooh, 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 ooh. Na 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 na, ooh, ooh, ooh. I know you don't believe in anything, and people make you crazy, that's the thing. But if you let me make you crazy too, I think I could fall in love with you. You don't have to say that you are mine. But if you don't believe me, baby, that's just fine.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. So if people want to keep track of what Water Bear is up to, how can they follow you guys?
Well, we do have Facebook, so it's facebook.com/waterbeartunes, because there are a few other water bears that are lowercase. We're all uppercase. And then you can go to waterbeartheband.com, just like it sounds. Real
Wonderful.
easy. Our whole schedule's on there. So
Great. Thank you guys so much for coming in.
thank you for having
And
us.
I look forward to seeing you again soon at Lost Towns.
That'll be fun.
And I look forward to seeing you all again next time on Creative Connections. Life goes by so quickly, time just slips away, but tomorrow brings a brighter day. Riding on a shooting star, heading out toward a dream. Tomorrow's even closer than it seems.